I know as long as she get really put up. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. Run it down, we on track. But you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap. You said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach. Play that. Just say that. I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid. One girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Gotta do it, I'm in. Hey, somebody gotta do it. I take a G, hey, watch him do it. We survived outside, all from the music. They like, what he own? Is it outside no nigga? Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's Brooks, operating from the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Brooks. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Liking 18. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Back to throw. Hutchinson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Don't jump. Ready? 222. 222.
Fields changing the play.
Yep. Right.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Good. 319 right now. Right.
Once again, it's Jeanty. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Back to throw. Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
The give is to McLaughlin. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Off the RPO, he completes it.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 5. Looking to throw. Hutchinson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 43, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. EQ. 550. Yep. Out. Let's go. West right fit.
Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Fields. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down, Las Vegas. Don't jump. Ready? 319, get up. Right.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 4-yard line. Hey, Ken. Right.
Genty. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Field's going to change things up here.
Easy.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Hutchinson. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a quick throw out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he has spot right in midfield at the 50. 10 3-yard score after one here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Cougar 19. Slam. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll run as McLaughlin.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hutchinson. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away, and boom, over the crossbar.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
19 seconds.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll go again with Genty.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go, Side.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll run on first down with Wright.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. Up. 19 windy. Here we go. Go.
Allen will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Let's make Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Hutchinson. And the Raiders have got him.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Loss of 10 yards.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
60 even. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Back to throw. Hutchinson. He's going to walk one. Deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but he netted just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And he controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Third down and 10.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 3rd and 10.
No muss, no muss. Here we go. Chip snap. Easy. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Smith to return it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw. Hutchinson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Watch the twins. Set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Dragon 60. Steady.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Hutchinson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
the 25. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Green. Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
Here's Fields. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
331. Easy. Hey, 551.
Fields now to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Raiders.
Here we go, son. Turbo, son. Extend. You got a mini basic. Why not? Go.
Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 10. Here we go, son. 319, can I see that? 11. Hey, can.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Brooks. A final shot before break. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Up, here we go. 319, get that. Right.
They'll start on the ground with Genty.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go. We're good. 19 windy. Here we go. Right.
On the handoff, McClellan.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Now it's McClellan.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Thank you. Hey, Ken. Hey, Monday. Right.
Now it's Fields.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Broncos 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, son. 58. Hey, Ken. Hey, going out right here. Tonight.
Now inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Raiders 27. Broncos 17. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Gets past one man. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A officially it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Angel. Hey, Ken.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Franklin.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Viking 18. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. Brooks. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 back. 19 back. 60.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Here's McLaughlin.
And he's got room.
He's to the 15.
And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Julian McLaughlin
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the gun, here's Fields. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A give up the middle to right. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Operating from the gun, Fields. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Nice instruction. Hey, Ken. Get high.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Go.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 34, Broncos 24. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Brooks now throwing to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's now third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Brooks. That's taken in by Franklin. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, Not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
58, 58.
On the give, Genty. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son. 319,
Out of the gun, Fields. Pass complete right side to Bowers.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
They'll run with Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Go. 10. Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
319, right.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
319, right. Mayday. Right.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little
Time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves, 79 Broncos.
Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout
Brings up second.
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
19, set up. 60 by 6, 60 Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Brooks. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, 18, Rapper, 18, Rapper. Mustang, 19. Trap 60, Check go.
Back to throw. Brooks.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go, Nike, 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.